People, welcome to Ball Talk, episode 2. I don't know what's episode 3, either or, whatever I don't want to say, but we're going to keep episode 2. We're professional around here. Welcome. We have a panel this week. Obviously, look like I said, sponsors them come in here now, because stream look cleaner. Man get money for buy jersey. You see me? The United fans them come out of the woodworks. So we have an extra guest. You see me? So if you don't know, now you know. My name, last week, I gave him government. This week, we're going to stick to Doc. Everybody knows me as that, just the same. So, Doc, as you can tell, big Arsenal fan. You already know me. CM panel from last week. KJ, there. We have Dan here. They are just the same. But we have a new guest in the building. You see me? I represent Manchester United. United are back.
Glory. I hope you guys see the background. That's our new defender, Lisandro Martinez, aka
Shotman.
Shotman in the background. You heard it.
Shotman. All right, so we can start off the way I did. You see me? Let's review the game then from last week, game week 2. We make sure so we intentionally wait for Tuesday, because we really want to see that match there for Monday, which look like something go wrong, but tell you what, I met the United fan them start it off. Make a review the game when everybody want to talk about. Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool.
Well, first thing first, I don't really understand what I mean. Something go wrong. My team get 3 points and something go wrong. That don't make no logical sense to me.
Well, I don't know if I go off of the court. I don't know if I real court, but me I hear what Clapper say.
Hey, man,
something go wrong. So I don't know if it's real court. Don't quote me on that, but that say a thing. So I work off what him say, but you don't make me know. You don't break it down to me.
You see, when it comes to Tuchel and Klopp, I must stop listening to them when them lose games, because them find every excuse in the book. Why them the grass never green enough, the pitch they too short, so I'm not really listen to them. However, to the main agenda, my team outplayed, outperformed, outwitted the scouts as them. Easy. The game end 2-1, but honestly, half time we should have probably be up. Within 30 minutes, we should have probably be up about 3. Clear. So may I be the first to say it. I mean, I know still is a man still OD, but me now got jump and say Man U is back. But yesterday, I can tell you I'm definitely impressed with what I say. Fight, wit, hunger. Within the first 3 minutes, I know something go on, because when Martinez make that tackle there on Salah and him get up and use him chest and buff it, I say that we're up for that game. From the 3rd minute, I know something special that go on.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, me gotta ask you, because we don't really go to store yet. Store, don't worry yourself. We're not a bench you. You see? We want to know from your perspective, KJ, what was the difference this week from last week?
The man them come with some fight and some hunger and passion. I mean, I can think about the week before, when we get 4-0. Una say how me I complain at the group, like with Rashford. Like the man looked so disinterested. Yesterday, him definitely looked like him did up for the game. I mean, this is the Rashford that everybody are rave about. I mean, everybody know me, he's not the biggest Rashford fan. But if him can give me that performance of him yesterday, week in, week out, him definitely have a place in the team. But apart from that, so that me think was the difference. Like, most of people are complaining and say, oh, Bruno a bit too arrogant and him up in the player's face and the referee. And that more want to see.
Yeah. That
me want to see. Not less than that. If I not see that, it's a problem. Manchester United will support that. And Brighton. And then look at Newcastle them. No disrespect to Newcastle, but and one team will hurry come up, are the most dominant team in England for the better part of 2 decades. So what we see from the team
for the
past
2 decades.
Arguably. We can put that in there, but all right. Make him go. Make him finish him point.
When me say 2 decades, all right, may I refer from about 92, 93 to about 2013 then. So, yeah.
KJ, you can say the face of the Premier League, the team that made the Premier League. You can say
that is a fact. No.
Established when the Premier League started? 1991?
The face of the Premier League.
Yeah, 91, 92. Yeah.
92, right? Yeah, we built the Premier League. Manchester United built the Premier League, literally.
Yeah. No errors found in that statement. But yeah, I mean, that's the difference. Yesterday, like, the players them were really upbeat. I can tell you, that backline will start yesterday, have to be the backline will start next week and going forward, because Maguire, I see him do an interview recently where I say coaches play him week in, week out, because, you know, have him fight and we him bring to the game. But, you know, partnerships have to take time to develop. I mean, it look like, say, Rafa Varane did a play over Eredivisie last year, because the partnership, centre-back partnership there yesterday. I mean, you can just see the natural, the natural understanding of them of each other. Like, every tackler, a man make a tackle, you see them a congratulate each other, them a boost each other. Like, you know, the wing back, the little youth, the Malasia, boy, Luke Shaw, I forgot go and watch this, you know.
You sure that was Malasia that looked like Evra, bro?
Boy, I mean, I know but that Malasia, really, really good. And Diego Dallo, you see, when you play with a good team, you got to always step up a level. And Diego Dallo, I mean, we buy him for a little or not, like 20 million, we buy him for a couple of years ago. And people are saying, you know, I'm not ready and I'm can't defend. Yesterday, I'm ready. So, I mean, I know. I'm ready yesterday.
So what would I say to the haters then? You know, what would I say? I just one game, don't get carried away.
I mean, if we did lose, they wouldn't have said that. So, what the difference? I mean, a season of build pan 10 game one time, one game at a time, you know? So, the confidence I get from last week, I'd be very disappointed if I get 3 points this weekend. Very, very disappointed.
Who not play?
Southampton.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited because, like, even my midfield looked steady. McTominay probably was the weakest link in the team yesterday. But next weekend, Casemiro start. Last week we could have said this. So, really...
The cement between the rocks, as the coach said.
Casemiro is arguably the best CDM in Europe right now. You know? I mean, when I win 5 Champions League, I never hear nobody a complaint. So, no, I don't want to hear nobody discredit the man talent. You know? So, really, I look forward to this coming weekend. Because I'm pretty confident I'm going to get 3 points again.
All right. Listen, well said. You know, very passionate from a diehard United fan. I never expect nothing different. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, what are your take for the match? Obviously, we know the result at this point. You know, a lot of people never expect the result as is. You see me? But the team get a reaction, and obviously it's a 2-1 win. What are your thoughts on that? And what you think was the difference this week versus game week 1, especially game week 2?
I think the biggest difference are the change in the team was started literally the day after losing 4-0.
Right.
We saw reports that the coach calling the team on them day off and tell them to run, 9 miles?
Mm-hmm.
And then today you saw reports coming out that the coach actually ran 9 miles with the team. So I think that's the tone for the rest of the season set this up. Because if you come in, you lose 4-0, and your coach tell us, yo, you know what? No day off, come in, 9 miles. And you see the man put on film tracksuit and him sneakers and a run.
Lose 4-0 to Brentford.
Brentford out of all teams, right? Yeah, that's how the tone set. So I think that was a marker he set down. You know what I mean? No tolerance. And then yesterday, when I saw the starting lineup, when I saw the starting lineup an hour before the match, and I saw he dropped Maguire and Ronaldo. Ronaldo I wasn't that surprised for, because I think Ronaldo is still not match fit, 100% match fit. Still a big call because it's a big match and the biggest player in the world. So if you drop him for a match, I think that was still a big call. But the Maguire one, I was a little bit more surprised. I was elated. I think that was probably the happiest I've been all year. to be honest with you. When I saw that, I think every fan who's been watching Manchester United over the last 3 to 5 years, 3 years now? 3.5 years?
This time third season.
This time fourth season. Whatever, 3.5, whatever.
Yeah.
I think we've been calling for this guy. Like the type of football that we want to see our team playing, the type of football that Eric Ten Hag wants to impose on a team, which is aggressive, proactive, high pressing football with the defense in the opposition half, the defensive line in the opposition half. You cannot have a defender like that. I'm sorry. It's just simple. You cannot. Yeah. Let's take the sentiments, the emotions, and all him being, English
and the $80 million.
Yeah, let's take that out. Let's just be honest. Like you cannot manage that type of football. Him is gonna be the biggest weakness. I'm sorry when he goes to Chelsea because I think Chelsea will get him.
No way, Chelsea's not buying that guy.
He's good in that 3 months.
Listen. We know the United fan them passionate. We are get back. We have a segment just for that. So no one yourself. Save the points and save the topic. Because I have a question I want to ask. I really want to make me know where I go on as a fan of the Premier League. Because I know they're on the hype right now. We see jersey I come out. United paraphernalia come out. Mug. I see man I dig up them jersey from 19 how long. You see me? And Eric 9 again, a 10 again. So everything is everything. We have other game we have to look for. Let's go to the Chelsea match. Chelsea Leeds. Leeds 3, Chelsea 0. Since we have a Chelsea fan on the panel, in a year, impression how I go on. Make we know.
You see, playing against Leeds, it can be a hit and a miss game. Because Leeds, if the man them day, they will beat any team. Right? On them day, which was their day Saturday, them beat you. I mean, it's clear we need a striker. Clear as day. Because front three, we have create chances, but we now somebody who, like saying, so we have Jesus, Arsenal have Jesus, we can't say Man U, because Man U don't really have a good striker right now. City have Alan. So we need a striker. They say, you
said them beat, humiliate. Correct yourself, please. That wasn't a beating. That was we beat Liverpool.
No, but if you think about it, the first goal, what we keeper do? Are we defeat ourselves really?
Okay.
Yeah. So, as a fan, like see them thing there. But as hope this wake them up and make them know say, the Premier League, them should know still anybody on a given day can beat you. Don't feel like when you go certain places, you show you 3 points. You see me? And you still need to get in some transfers. You need a striker. We need a central. Because Georgina now cut it.
Georgina, the world-class Georgina we used to tell them about?
I never tell you Georgina a world-class player. Never.
What you call him then?
Georgina. I said Kovacic is an elite world-class. I never said Georgina.
Okay.
Kovacic injured.
Yeah, I'm injured. Kante injured, and now we're stuck with Georgina. If a high pressing game, Georgina definitely are gonna lose.
That's true.
So teams like Leeds, I must say, is a hit and miss game, and there's a feed them game that I will lose. We'll move on.
What do you think about Callagher?
Weaknesses.
What do you think about Callagher?
Give him time. I feel like him that play with Crystal Palace, not a big team, not a lot of pressure. So you go play a match and when you go play ball, with the pressure they play, you can play best. But with the pressure they play, you start reading stuff. Certain passes you hesitate. So just give him time. You might get him time because I say Kante injured. Kovacic just come back from injury, so I'm not gonna force him. So I might get him playing time. I feel the playing time improve.
Alright, so go on, Katie. What you say?
No, but just really want to know how him feel about the weekend overall. Like, after the game, because last week, two games, no points. My team there at the bottom, and the clone of the podcast, and the clone of the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
3 games, you're only a point ahead of me. So, I don't know what's going on.
So, you say, whoever win, now one win now. When me another clone of the group, I was still a leader. So if Premier League end right now, when I get relegated on there, 19th, 18th.
No, 14th, my friend.
14th.
On the reach up, okay.
No, I have a question here. What if you got, because you guys are struggling in the transfer market right now? if you were to go into the, I mean, for what you need, When we watch Chelsea, I'm going to be honest, Chelsea has really good structure building out from the back in the mid-third, but the attacking third, you guys don't have cutting edge. So I think you guys need more than a strike. I think you need a next wing up on the right side. Preferably somebody like Anthony with a left foot cutting.
That's why would I try to get Rafinha, because I feel like is our coach in one players who can take on a player 1v1 and create spaces. That will get Sterling to do that, but we know Sterling flaws. I mean,
Sterling's a system. I think it's kind of a shock. You got to remember he's been playing in a Pep system for the last 5 years, where everything is set on a plate for attackers in a Pep system. So I'm just wondering, like in a Chelsea team, like going set the season for start. No, I mean the transfer market for close tomorrow. How confident are you in Chelsea? Like, where do you think they're gonna end up?
Top 4, but when I see we're battling for winning the Premier League, but definitely top 4 like last season.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, tell me if you're going to tell me someone who's better than my team, then you're being biased.
No, I'm not being biased. I'm gonna say I think the teams around you have improved in a tremendously shot. Arsenal
is always early pace setters. Give them time.
Yeah, but the additions in the market, and then Spurs, the additions they've made in the market as well.
Play Spurs last weekend.
Yeah, but the overall season right now, you guys are 1 injury away from finishing the season with 0 goals.
Well, like I said earlier, still we're gonna get them in the top 6. You know, league form.
Okay.
Team transfers. What we look like. We have to just wrap up the game review them at least. Here, finish the last part. Because I have a part. Yeah.
All right, so my last point really, we have to step up if we want to compete, and we have to look into themselves. We have create chances, and we not score. So last weekend was a rough weekend. Yeah, last weekend was a rough weekend.
But let me go just hurry up and go through. So we're looking at the results then for game week 3, right? So West Ham 0, Brighton 2. Brighton feel like I play some good football. Them always I play some good football, and them that coach them. I feel like I'm highly underrated for
best English coach right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, West Ham kind of shocking for the beginning of the season so far. Still, them correct me if I'm wrong, but them not have no win for the season.
Yeah, I think them lose the first.
Yeah, them lose all 3.
All 3.
Yeah, but Brighton, I think year after year, Brighton keep losing their best player. I mean, Cucurella gone now, and them still not look like they're missing right now. They might do them thing, you know, general Brighton thing. The next fixture after that, Man City, Newcastle. So all the football neutral them, that was a game and a half.
Yeah, I mean, me missed that match. I'm up on a flight and come back Florida, but when I see the result, I'll know I'm surprised. Like, I mean, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised, because the thing with Man City, over the years, them just always have some random results. Like, them will just randomly lose a game, or them randomly draw a game where you expect them to win. I mean, granted, Newcastle are the better. Them improve a lot. Them have the richest owner in the league. But them not go out nothing much in the transfer market. So, but they still think City have the edge. So for a 3-3 result, that definitely just tells you the quality of the Premier League overall. Anybody can lose at anybody can drop points at any given time. No Farmers League result, no team, not sure on 3 points. So that was a pretty surprising but not surprising result, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, watch a match there from start to finish. I'm actually kind of jumping a little bit on that. Watching the game, I know I would take away from Newcastle. If you watch the match, I really watched in detail for the first, at least for the first half, definitely going into the start of the second half. Newcastle all over them.
Yeah,
Said Maxima would have run them ragged run on the back. Like John Stones never know him I do. Right? Obviously, Pep is a tactical genius and going there and make some change and start shut down St. Maximum from get the ball and I run at them. You see me, I suck commitment up and get back some drive and come in and score the goal. Obviously, them have the quality, given the opportunity, but I tell you, they never know what hit them. Because them drive the ball. What you name again? Perez.
Bruno.
Miss a very good chance. Literally, he should have scored a ball. So, and it would be a whole different game. It would be 4-3. You see me? Miguel Almiron.
Oh, yeah. Miguel Almiron.
Yeah, get a very good chance where a better striker in a position there would have convert that chance there. And it'll be a 4-3 opportunity. So would have thought about a whole different scenario. But for you, go toe-to-toe with City like that, you see me? Newcastle, I feel like, you know, I'm always say dark horses in the Premier League. They're now go probably, I feel like a mid-table, top half of the table finish. I'm definitely not a creep in the top 6, but, you know, with the quality what them are adding to the team, Bruno Ramirez, maybe they're on the radar enough big team, but maybe for the money lower or whatever the case may be on the project for them selling. But obviously, it must show him quality. Kieran Trippier, who actually left the league, where they Tottenham.
No, him they leave the league and go Atletico.
Yeah, maybe
Tottenham
first
go
leave.
Atletico.
Atletico coming back, people think he'll be done. But quality player. And obviously you can see him in free quick posts and whatnot, you know. So I feel like the quality, them adding more to them team coming up, you know, for that transfer when they are after the fact, they're gonna be a very good team. I mean, obviously Newcastle, if you know the history, Newcastle was one of the top teams that like Leeds growing up. Them team that was the team, you know. So we'll see how that goes. Next match, Spurs Wolves. We never get to watch that match personally, but me say Spurs kind of did, you know, it could have gone either way. That's the quality shine through in that match there. Wolves, not really. Yeah, go on. Yes.
I mean, that's a Spurs. The problem with Spurs, I think them are playing a quality of football where what I love to see. Based on them play with 5 at the back. So, you know, them have a very defensive coach, and I think that was one of the reasons why the former United players them did I say them now can't get the team. I mean, disagree because as a coach you can build structure. We did need structure at the time. I mean, we still kind of do. Yeah, so may I definitely try. May I take in them game this weekend because more say the type of football them I play. But yeah, them very defensive. So I think any team I have a chance against Spurs on a weekly basis. Just that how disciplined they are, them will come out on top for the for the most part.
So Palace game, Aston Villa. I will say our countryman play for Aston Villa. Palace though.
Him almost finish. Him almost score.
Yeah, probably probably score more on the weekend if you know.
Yeah,
the circumstances. Is it? He actually scored today still. Decent goal as well. So
I mean,
Palace though.
Is Villa in trouble? Because from the back end of last season till now, them not perform.
No, Steven Gerrard is in trouble.
You think so?
Overrated coach. Iman Lampard overrated. Absolutely. In terms of like coaches from that era of us growing up and watching football, you know, all about them come turn coach. I think they're very overrated. Nobody's talking about Patrick Vieira and what he's been doing with Palace. The type of football they've been playing.
I asked Nikhil what I said to him Saturday morning when I watch a game. Vieira, remember Vieira did over
Man City.
New York City at one point.
Yeah.
And him never really that perform. I remember people played that laugh off him.
So he got France too.
Him go France and then him end up back at England now. And since last season, when him get that job there, them look really good. And them I play with Zaha. I play with a chip on him shoulder. Like him really have a point for proof.
Zaha play that chip on him shoulder every season.
All the time,
but now the fact that the football with them I play in the quality of football improve, the chip where I play with him on him shoulder, I go automatically allow him to shine even more. Like Zaha after pass when him kick the penalty and see if weekend would have probably get frustrated, can easily get flustered and frustrated as a player. And him just compose and just tuck his team back, then him attack trash to the keeper. You realize?
So which top 3 team you think Zaha can start, you know?
Chelsea.
Listen, right now, when I take Zaha, Arsenal.
What's the top 3? I thought about Arsenal like top 3.
Wait, where you say top 3?
What do you mean?
Him say which top 3 team
Zaha can walk in.
We'll get to that.
Him can walk in a United team easily. Better player than Marcus Rashford with any day of the week. Him can walk in a United team. Remember him is a former United player. You know? I just got Fergie by him 2013 January, and then David Moyes come in, and David Moyes never give him an opportunity.
KJ, we're not a top 3 team.
So no, KJ.
Well, if we are talking about current form, I don't know who's a top 3 team. But if we are talking about current form, I feel like any big team right now could have used Azar in that team, especially for them current form. Like the way him take on defenders, him very direct,
in the edge,
very tricky.
But that's been him all over the years, though.
Yeah. But yeah, again, like I no, just be objective. I think that's the type of player Chelsea need right now. That type
somebody
of attacker
with
edge,
and that they look at edge and yeah.
Raheem, obviously Raheem our baller, you know. Raheem our baller, but him not have that direct edge.
Hey, don't do that. Raheem have my baller.
KJ baller,
yeah. You know, come claim my baller.
Okay.
Raheem I play good I play some good football, you know.
But me like how Zaha will get up and bad up man dog.
They look a shithousery. Like every team need one of them player there. And that's what me enjoy in the United game the most yesterday. Are the players like I see players with some edge and some little shithousery where I go allow you for, you know, get that vibe there, get that feeling there. So I mean Zaha, I mean I the only team him probably couldn't walk in would be Man City for a fact. He probably could
not
even...
a tiki-taka.
Why not though?
He's not a tiki-taka that type of winger.
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish possession winger.
Jack Grealish not start week in, week out. Yeah.
And Jack Grealish is not a tricky winger, brother. The man is a possession. He's going to dribble, he's going to carry the ball. He's very good at carrying the ball. And he's going to turn back and he's going to pass it to a midfielder. Zaha's not doing that. Zaha cut in, he's going to beat 2 man. If a man drop on the ground, next man, who ready for that? He now look for passing to the midfielder.
Yeah.
Pep wants to keep possession at all times.
I mean, that depends on the system, I guess. All right, so quickly run through them. Everton, Nottingham Forest. I mean, Nottingham Forest come up. I expect more from them. You fact them not being in the Premier League for a minute now. But I think them really hit the ground running as normally a newly promoted team come up on the cards. Sets and them thing. They must spend a whole heap of money.
Yeah. But them just buy a lot of players. That's why they must spend a lot of money. I mean, Lingardini are them star players. So,
he's playing like trash.
Yeah, I think we need for so much about that.
I get a bad though, but for some reason, Nottingham Forest them come up and I just don't know why. Everton, I guess at the same syndrome where Stewie just start about, where there's a reference to, them have your boy there, Chelsea legend over there, but look at that workout. This is why I'm more third assignment now.
Mm-hmm.
And
and
you get 3 chances now and it don't look good.
It don't look good.
Right?
It don't look good.
It don't look good at all. Leicester at the same process, I feel like Brendan Rodgers right now, rumors is him out for left. Because if you look on the weekend, Tillemans the start. Obviously Fofana try all out for a move. So, them just signed Jamie Vardy for a new contract. You know what that means, but
saying Fofana. I mean, what the rumors? 60-something million.
70 million rejected.
How?
They want 80. Yeah, because he's better than Maguire. In their mind, they're like, we sold Maguire for 80 million.
Bro, excuse my language, but that's where fuck up the market.
Yes, I agree. 100%. 100%.
Those are the things. Them are the things that no, a man look and say 80 million for him.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
A 90.
Yeah.
No, and that's just how football go these days.
The market for reset.
So let's say in the same scenario. Southampton. If you them just always, there and thereabouts, mid-table, them do them thing here and there. The real result, the top result, the one that everybody are talking about, the current form, the only team we're still perfect in the league right now.
I'm not playing nobody. Arsenal.
Right?
All right. Yeah.
The gunman them. The gunman them.
Arsenal not playing nobody yet. So I don't understand what I say.
So the human beings are what do you mean nobody?
Let me be the first to say,
I don't understand.
As a rival fan, we not play good football. Gabriel Jesus.
Great football.
You play great football.
I disagree.
Gabriel Jesus probably are gonna be the signing of the season. Like,
Yeah, he's been
apart from scoring, he's a
link-up
baller.
play.
Like, I don't think none of us really get for see that because they not get the opportunity over the years. He's a baller. Like, he might play some real good football.
But when you say Chelsea is 1 injury away from 0 points, Arsenal is 1 injury away from 0 points. If Jesus injured, what happen?
No, I mean, we definitely need strength in depth, you know. We know that for certain because we don't really have another striker. I mean, Eddie Nketiah, number 14 shirt, should be able to come off of the bench and provide, but I don't think he's going to provide that edge.
So the number 14 shirt, I got to allow him for score?
Yeah, it's a power night. You know that?
Oh, okay. Who had it last time? Who had it before?
We know that the narrative right now is that numbers don't matter in football anymore.
It does not.
You have a player who's a number 7, a player, left back, right back, I don't know.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
a number 10, you know, numbers that were sacred and reserved.
Manchester United go from Van Nistelrooy number 10, Rooney number 10, Marcus Rashford. Let that sink in.
Yeah, but as I said, but you know, the 14 is still a grail. You see me?
Who had it before?
Aubameyang.
Okay. And then before that was Walcott.
Before that was Walcott, right? Youngest, what was he the youngest ever player for England starting a World Cup or something like that?
No, to go to the World Cup at 17.
To go for the World Cup.
16 or 17.
Arsenal man love these stats, you know.
Yeah, so we know what that record is. But I'm just saying this to say, we all watched the documentary, All or Nothing. Probably the best All or Nothing that was ever broadcast. Crazy because the man never win the league, right? But are the most talked about. People never know say Amazon did do them thing until Arsenal, which I just be alone. You see me? I just saw it go. And the team everybody loves to eat. You see me? And the team everybody loves to eat. But you know what I think other thing too, in all seriousness, a lot of clubs, a lot of top clubs are former great clubs can relate. Right, especially in the space of Manchester United, right, where the last year very bad run of form, changing coaches, right, used to then at a specific dominance in the league to a fall off. Now you try to come back up. So with the signings them will make, I'm afraid I will still have more signings to make it in the league. It's so funny that Arsenal go from a side where it's known as not spending money to right now a team where fight financial fair play.
So Arsenal lacking.
Based on the amount of money.
Arsenal
no, still definitely a transfer market. What we are trying to do right now is, and we just get a call this morning. You see me? We have some other targets where we are look. We can't release my sources, bro. We can't do that. But we're making integrity of the channel,
bro.
You see me? But
you're in the no account.
Yeah, ITK.
ITK. we just have one play. What do you call it? Brickmanship. You don't know, a negotiation, you know. We already lose a bag of money. I give a player for free. We give a player for free, which I'm going to sell about for $25 million in the space of 6 months.
You didn't give away. You watch All or Nothing. You didn't give away. The man definitely don't want to leave. And like when they decide to take him for free, the man literally take up on a plane and come to go.
In other words,
so wait, you have a sell-on clause?
We can't disclose that information there. You hear me? I tell you. We will see it as it come out. But what I say is not seriousness. The team are play great football, right? We know the haters them. And they detracted them and say, oh, we're not playing nobody yet. But at the same team, them, if we did lose to them, I say, hey, see there, same or Arsenal.
Can I enter
right? But it's not only just the fact that we are winning the game, them. Scoring is a big thing. Last year, we're not scoring a goal. Now we have the most goal in the league.
No, we never they are scoring when Abba leave. But we never scoring Abba leave. And that score go before that, you mean?
No, we never score. We got one game and score 1 goal. Remember one match we play with against Everton, the defender them score 1 header. The defender score. Remember we have a month where we never score a goal of the month. Because we never score a goal.
So now for use the female.
And the female goal, the man them got dig up. That's the type of comedy.
No lie. We were afraid yesterday because the only goal we scored so far for the season was the own goal.
Yeah.
You see me? So, me just say, that's where we are coming from. Everybody know. Banter FC, YaadFanTV, the works. True.
No, but Nick,
everybody
one question.
We're becoming famous. Because, go ahead.
Who did they play the first match?
The first match? Can't even remember, for sure. They can't
even watch it. No, I'm
We've
watching.
been
You never
faster.
play good that match, bro. You never play good.
Really?
You got Was it Palace?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal
Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Yeah, it was
Crystal Palace
Palace.
beaten. Palace beaten.
Yeah,
Yo,
Palace should
first
have
of
win
all,
that game there.
I don't know this. I might not know this because I now watch, but Crystal Palace are our bogey team. Right?
Yeah, on the
No,
rival.
but I'm just correcting you. You said that you
rival.
guys played, you're playing excellent
at Crystal
football.
Palace, at the Crystal Palace game, make we never go Europe. Not last year, the year before that. Remember, Emery have 1 point in the league, 1 single point to secure top 4. And at Crystal Palace do that. Fine next year, we do? We draw and lose. The year before them do the double. So that's also a bogey team. So for we got Crystal Palace and get the result the year, then get a good chance with Eze, but he never converted chance of field business that. But the ball where they play was dominant football. The game against Bournemouth was like a training match. We not just score, we are dominate teams. And I think that is the difference. You see? Even more so than what they say right now, Arsenal, Man City are fight for the league. Give me even count himself.
Wait. I'm looking at the stats right now. Crystal Palace had 56% possession.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you guys had 10 shots. Both of you guys had 2 shots. So you didn't dominate Crystal Palace, right? I watched that game. You guys had a good second half when you get a 1 goal, and then Crystal Palace bust them time. But Crystal Palace was dominating that game.
No, I talk about the other game. I talk about Bournemouth. Let me tell you, Crystal Palace are a bogey team. For me, because Crystal Palace can get a win in whatever capacity is a win for me.
That's that.
I think the difference for you guys this year is a difference. I'm not gonna lie. Like that boy, the name is Saliba. Trust me. Me that give Maguire and 50 mil for him. Big man thing. Good defender. I like him. 50
million. No,
Yeah.
right now defending about 120. Where I look for right. You see. All right, so we'll review the league. We'll go back in the game. I know everybody I find them have them points where they want to prove and they want to discuss the topics. So we are talking about the rivalry right now in the league. You see me? We say in a week 2, we never get to touch on it, but we're going to touch on it this week. And we're going to touch on also just the rivalries overall. We say Conte and Chelsea coach get into it. Is that something going to welcome in a football when I say 2 coach and go at it?
Hell yeah.
Right? Yeah. Or is that bad for the game?
No, it's good.
Man, that's exciting for the game.
Exciting. But I'm going to be honest. When I watch it, I thought it was a little gimmicky. I feel like them did that play towards the end.
Big up Sal Media TV.
Yeah, I feel like it was a little gimmicky, but original rivalry was Jose Mourinho and them one. Them one was bullying the league. Bullying the coach, except for Fergie. We used to enjoy seeing that. But that one there, this look a scrap. No, it looked too gimmicky to me.
No, it never gimmicky, man. It come out of nowhere, like especially the full time. When it up my full time, like that just random. Like the man.
Yeah, I never expect Tuchel. I never expect Tuchel for that. But yeah. Conte always did them thing there, bro. Always
shot them even want to shake hand. Like shot them even go for shake hand.
Yeah.
But Conte is a very intense coach.
Now and everything you can see. Even after the fact, when them a retweet and a report. I mean, obviously we're in a different time now. When Wenger and Fergie go at it. No, in that way there. But then obviously never have no Twitter and no Instagram for repost on. Because I think after the fact, no Conte did repost something.
Yeah.
And I said repost something and I said them should I do this. So it end up and get comical. I think them they are trying to get this thing out there. Because you don't always have the detractor them. People probably want a diehard fan, but the detractor them say, oh, that's not good for football. They use them and watch and them. The people there.
And they probably won't get too much fine.
I mean, in the sense of the other piece to the question where I say, is there like any real rivalry left in a football right now? There isn't. The problem is the world a bit too political, and that's the problem. Once you start, kids are looking up to you. A professional sports this. We not go for play hanky panky, like lace off a bus. Man, if a bus tack up a man, push them down. Laugh when a team are dominate. So them have rivalry. Like yesterday, I think the United-Liverpool game kind of displayed that a bit in the sense of the players, as I say, like from minute 3, when Martinez, and then when Martinez like tackle Salah, and then push him down.
Hey,
And
man, I
like,
talk about
Sal-
that. Man, I talk about that one bounce there.
because I'm a regular bounce. It's not
No.
it's not a normal bounce.
KJ, you know when the
Yeah,
rivalry.
I see man a repost picture like him a push down the man, like him want this the man.
Yeah.
Like
No. I'm gonna tell you
You
when
know?
the rivalry started yesterday. It was pre-match when the commentary was going on with Gary Neville, Jimmy Carragher, and Roy Keane and Ronaldo came over there and he only talked to the Man U fan them.
Yeah. Well,
Blanc
actually,
Carragher.
Carragher walked behind him like shake him and him
The
just
man ignore him.
totally ignore him.
Yeah. And he did. Christy, me and you know Christy, the man is a very emotional man. He do that for spite.
Yeah, man.
He knows that
He do that
Carragher got
on
enough of
purpose.
himself.
Yeah, man. He
did
do that on purpose, man.
Yeah. So
that
from the
was
match.
very...
Well, I mean, even the reason I'm even bring up that topic is the fact that we see the rivalry in football now. Like, you know, the game on the weekend, we are gonna have the London derby them a come up, whatever the case may be. Even if we are talking about the Premier League in general, El Clasico, I feel like the rivalry them they're no more apartheid in the sense of it's more commercialized. It's more commercialized now. People are sell the rivalry for TV purposes. But you think the player them still feel that type of rivalry there, given the fact that especially top team them just play like shit right now, or it's just
to an
the same amount of
extent.
passion.
I feel so too because Chelsea versus Tottenham. If you watch the pre-game them, everybody talks, all of the players them say it's a big game, them know what it is, you know it's a war, man them up on the field, you see man open up each other's face. Some feel like, it's like how we as persons, we have our group chat and brag. I feel like players, you have one Tottenham from me, I tell them and say, see him kick in your face, this and that. So I feel like rival there, there's a certain team you don't want to beat, a certain player you don't want to beat you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when you go on national
true.
camp, and you see a man from Tottenham, he can't get in the chat. He kick in your face last week, so on.
I mean, I understand what Daka said in the sense of a lot of the players are friends now. We can see that based on social media. But when it comes to rival games, I mean, I still think the players that show up. I mean, I don't think them have much option either because the rivalry remain among the fans and the past players. And most journalists now are past players, so them kind of fired a few. Like, I don't know if you see the clip on Twitter when Manu scored yesterday. Oh, Gary Neville go on and Carragher they pissed off. I like see that.
I think the rivalry is there, Doc. But guess what going on right now? Usually, we grew up watching our rivalries when we were winning. When Arsenal was winning, when Man U was winning. Right now, we're in a time where Isle is winning right now, right? So let's be honest. Man City is at the top. PSG is at the top. So there's no real. So when you see Arsenal play at Tottenham or Arsenal play at Man U, we're mid-table clubs. Let's be honest. Like the last 3 to 5 years, we've been mid-table clubs. So it's not as intense. That was Man U. Yeah.
Not intense. No. Not as meaningful.
Yeah, but even
like
intense, bro. But intense, bro. I still think it's not as intense, bro. The last intense.
Bro, me sometimes me just feel like the fans them value the rivalry more so now than the player.
No, it means more to the players when they're no, Nikhil. It means more to the players when they're winning or losing. If you are playing a match for mid-table, bro, it not gonna mean as much to a player. Where if you know that 3 points, you're gonna make him win the league. I think I make him carry him to a Champions League semi-final or something like that. What are we playing? You get what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you right now, if Man U and Arsenal are the top of the table right now, trust me, it's gonna mean a lot more to the players when they play each other.
We can respect that. All right. What about the transfers? The next topic we want to touch, man. Obviously, the market's still open to September 1st, 2nd?
Yeah, the September 1st.
First, lock. Yeah. Obviously, we have team like Arsenal, top of the table, still perfect in the league. Great run of form, score goal like crazy. Their clean sheet, you name it. But we're still trying to go on the market to improve, right? Obviously, we can tell now, say, you look on a side like Nottingham Forest, and that I guess one of the things of the Premier League. Everybody have money, for the most part. Some have more than others. Some ownership just bad, they don't want to spend. But the TV money, the viewership, wherever, money is in the league where people can spend. So every team will look to improve time and time again. One thing about the transfers then, so far. We could start on that one. So especially in the new youth then. Obviously people look on the Darren Nunes, right? So more actually want to look on Darren Nunes, Alan and Jesus. Even though Jesus is an in the league signing and kind of come as a new signing, because me personally can tell you this another same Jesus me see a Man City.
No, these are the same Jesus when Jesus just got Man City, you know. This was the Jesus, you know. Kind they are scoring, you know, and him having celebration, when say call me and them thing, and him just got Man City, you know.
And him they get injured. Him they get injured for a while.
And then Pep start pushing to the side. He was a winger. But when him just got City, you know, him they score week in, week out, but then doesn't get injured. Right. And then push him to a side, say, can't say, yeah, I know you're trying to say Arsenal revive him or Arsenal bring out a new. But this was Jesus in a longer time. Remember, say them bring a Brazil national team early out, you know. I'm a lead number 9, you know. So this was just of all time. It's that Man City start playing on the wing.
I mean,
really compete get some big talent that they still. I mean, I feel like Pep is a type of person where he have a system. Obviously, if I know Pep come in, Joe Hart, the change of make Toure. Pep is a man where he more feedback game, feel type of way. Be that way there, the highway. So you have to kind of have a game and fit that type of system there. But when you juxtapose that signing there versus Haaland, which is arguably coming in the best young striker in all of Europe, right? Yeah. And then in the world, sorry for that, in the world. And then when we look on Darwin Nunes, a 3 attacking player coming in where people, you look on the fantastic side, them was the most 3 exciting signing where everybody I look for to see what they produce. I want to take them produce so far.
I mean, Darwin Nunes lose the medal there. I mean, I understand how he may not get a red card there. I mean, I think it was totally unnecessary. I think him need for relax. I think that from preseason, the man celebrate a preseason victory like him just won the Champions League. I don't remember that shows some excitement, which is good. But at the end of the day, I have to just calm down a bit and know say, this is the Premier League, and every baller a big baller. Like every baller will play for any of the 20 clubs. A top man from which part them come from and known as big baller. So you have to just relax and just keep your head together. As for Haaland, I know it's still early in the season, but I honestly think he would have probably up on fire more than he actually is. I'm not talking about just scoring goals, but I'm talking about like overall gameplay. I mean, the fluidity of Man City attack, he might probably the odd one out of the attack right now when they go forward. Like Man City, if you think when Man City have Kun Aguero, City can't win 4-0 and Kun Aguero and score at least 2. That just does not happen. So I think it'll take him a little while to adjust. But Gabriel Jesus, I don't know. From now, I tell him I'll sign another season. Just so him start. Once him stay injury free, I can't say him not, flourishing throughout the season.
Well, I mean, so this is my opinion, right? When we look on it, when I want to trade them, and I mean, for my team, Jesus provide something different, something we never had before. We used to have Aubameyang before that, and Lacazette, where they never control a ball back to goal and create their own chance for a score goal. Aubameyang may do it in the odd moments here and there, but that's once in a very blue moon. And technically, you have to have a way for space and can run into the ball and everything. I feel like that's the same thing with Haaland. When we see him play, if he not get a straight run through or something where he can get a clear chance to go, he not go create that space for himself. I feel like the Premier League, maybe it's still early. Him and Darwin suffer from the Premier League syndrome. Coming from a different league, you have the time and the space for the ball. I feel like that mash up Darwin Nunes were there because them definitely we get in the head and the shitholes and them thing there. You see me? And create a situation where you lose your cool and get you out. Because they can't get you out one way, they might get you out another way. I feel like that's where I reach him and plus. I know him here. I mean, watch the Haaland documentary. The player them actually hear the chatter where I go on. Like my boy say, look at you walk up to him and say, you're shit, you're not worth 50 million. So we know probably here that
Who
they
that?
have the pressure
Who that?
on them too. Ben White.
Ben
I
White.
lie.
Look at you walk up to him and I say, I think I can do youth a game, and you would say, yo, you're shit. You're not worth it. Right? So we know them hear the thing them like you what they
Mad
say
disrespectful.
Fofana, like you know the fans them are in the place are different. Like I say Fofana going and care what they have. I mean run up on him and say, yo, don't go Chelsea. Like people literally wait for you outside their house to have a conversation with you, like
Yeah.
you see me? Bleach for you. So I don't know if the pressure I get to them or whatever. Obviously, Jesus in the Premier League, so he kind of know the ins and outs.
See,
So I guess that's the difference.
Sal Media said the last player to have the impact where or play like where Jesus a player Sanchez. I agree with that.
True,
The style
that's
of
a
play,
very good point.
Yeah, the flair we have from the season of the 3 games so far can definitely give me Sanchez vibes.
My feeling on those 3 strikers he talked about. I think Darwin Núñez out of all the top teams, the top 4 teams, Liverpool is the best fitted for him. And what I mean by that is he's not a very technical player or striker, whatever you want to say, right? No close control.
Yeah, in touch them, in touch them and in things them.
I think it's not gonna improve to us.
So far.
No, and that's just his play. But he's clunky, but he's a finisher. And I think that type of ball game where Liverpool play on the break, that helter-skelter football, I think that fits him. It's just those small teams when Liverpool play against. I don't know who them play against. Was it Palace that they played against or Fulham?
Yeah, no.
Fulham, right? It was Fulham, and then him get the red card. Who Anderson play for? Palace. It was Palace.
Palace and play.
Palace and they play.
Yeah.
So when they play against them low block compact teams, it's gonna be hard for him because he's not good in tight spaces. He might go feet on scraps.
So what's his strength?
He's a finisher, bro.
He's a
plays
finisher,
on the shoulder. He plays on the shoulder. So counter attacking. If in 1v1, bro, he's gonna finish. He's gonna finish. He give him one chance and finish. But he's not gonna be the striker where you isolate him with one defender, he's gonna beat defender or create shots for himself. He's not that type of striker. I mean, he's not in tight areas, 3-4 defender around him. That's not him. Not like a Jesus.
As for defensive transfers, I think Martinez has to show people in Valley and him work. Crazy stat. He's only 5'9". That's a big thing, He's 5'9" and he can't be less than 6 foot and be a successful defender in the league. He's yet to lose an aerial duel.
And he has the most defensive actions. He has the most defensive actions out of any defender.
One of my Bill stats, man, I'm going to height and do aerial.
No, it's not us.
Not us. That's what the rivals are saying.
That's what the media said. But Jamie Carragher last week said it's not going to work.
So this guy played the first 2 games of the season?
Yeah.
He did, right?
What?
He didn't lose one aerial buckle. Last week they targeted him against Brentford. He didn't lose one bat, but for some reason the media, this guy is not good. They targeted him, but they're not looking at the actual data, which the coach came back and said when they asked him about that. He's like, well, the data doesn't back that up. The data shows that he dominates in ground duels and air duels because he's good. He's a smart footballer. He's a smart footballer and he reads the game very well. He's aggressive.
Yeah, remember I'm playing number 6 as well, So.
Yeah, but he's gonna be our centre back. That's gonna be our Cannavaro.
So even when we talk about defensive side, we're talking about the Manchester United savior was supposed to come in soon. Casamigos. Right?
5-time Champions League winning.
That team come to the league.
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
Just click this. You see it? See it? Yeah, boy.
KJ gone.
At
the right time. Gone.
Right time. You see me? What do you think of the impact of the signing there? And then just quickly run through it. Each hour, one thing for the team need apart from, obviously, you're not going to talk about Casemiro. Here, where you think your team will need going forward? So, we have to make that first.
Quick, the Casemiro is over the last 5 years, he's been top 3 CDM in the world, right? And I think it just depends on what you need a CDM to do, right? I think we need more than just him. But if it's a Man City where they need them same CDM for dictate play and pick up the ball from the goalkeeper and bring the ball up pitch, he's not going to be that. But if you need your CDM to be a calm influence in the middle of the pitch and break up play, I don't think there's much better that can do it in world football, right? Right? He's calm, he's gonna break up play, he's gonna give the ball to someone else. In terms of what we need a lot. Manchester United, we need a lot. But if there's one player or type of player that I think is imperative, it's a partner in midfield. I think we need a Frankie de Jong. I honestly do. Without, like last night, that type of game, I'm not comfortable with my team having 30% possession against anyone. Not comfortable with that. And that a big part of that is the type of midfielders we have, right? We have either really good attacking midfielders who are going to take the ball and create in the final third, or we have man where they're going to run around like headless chicken.
Yeah, headless chicken.
We don't have man where can dictate play, or can take the ball from the keeper and bring it on pitch.
Bruno, that should be Bruno.
No, Bruno's not that.
No, that's not that. Bruno is not.
That's not that type of Bruno.
What about Bruno?
He's a attacking midfielder.
Yeah, he's a number 10. Yeah,
he's a number 10. He plays in the final third of the pitch. He's a helter skelter type where he'll try 100 different passes and one pull off one and create a goal. But we need a man who can take the ball from the defensive third and bring it up the pitch, knock it like a Thiago Alcantara, that type of midfielder. We don't have it, and if we don't get that, I'm kind of scared, you know. So that's my opinion. We need at least that. We need 2 forward, in my opinion, at least 2 forward. But if we can only pick one, it have to be a Frankie de Jong type of midfielder. Because to me, when you play a big team, especially in the Premier League, bro, in the Premier League, the top 4, bro, you have to be able to hold possession. You have to be able to dominate possession. And you're not gonna make top 4 if you can't dominate possession. It was a great game yesterday, but again, not comfortable with having 30% possession at home. That's not good.
I mean, I totally agree. Definitely would need Frankie de Jong 100%. If you have a midfield player, Frankie de Jong, Casemiro, and Bruno or Eriksen, I think that's like top.
That's probably top. You know? Yeah, top midfield in the league on paper.
Yeah, that's like a designer pocketbook for your woman. Like the midfielder would be perfect.
Yeah.
In terms of other players, we need a striker because Ronaldo still might go. Even if him don't go, we still need another striker because we don't have an extra. Well, I guess Martial, but then we need a winger as well because I'm not comfortable with just Rashford, Sancho, Ilanga, and Martial. Ilanga very inconsistent. He's young, so that's okay. Rashford very, very inconsistent. So if we end up get Anthony from Ajax and Frankie de Jong, I'd say we had a pretty decent transfer market because we're strengthening our back line, we're strengthening our midfield, which the midfield needed strength for maybe like 5 years now. And then you know you always need you need attacking option because flair players like a Sancho, a Rashford, a Martial, them get injured all the time, you know. So we need depth in numbers. So definitely, I mean, when you follow the football world, the Twitter world, with all of the journalists and things. It seems like we're still a fight for Frankie de Jong. I mean, I find it rather embarrassing that we chased one player from June.
And Anthony circus, bro.
From me, bro.
I think it's deeper than that. You know? The whole thing with Barcelona, I be that for no barrier money, and then them a splurge on social media and still not give back your money.
Floss man.
Champagne
3 weekend and they owe you some money.
Mama answer that question here. That question here from social media. No, not necessarily. A game like yesterday, he would need to start on the bench because we know whenever they have a lot of possession, we need players to running behind, and Ronaldo is not that player anymore, you know. So I did okay with him as start on the bench yesterday.
So KJ, I don't know if you noticed this when he come on yesterday. He was pressing, which was kind of impressive to me. That means he's taking out what the coach is saying.
Yeah, but he can't press for 90 minutes.
He can't. So you're gonna have to rotate the team. The only thing
exactly.
the only thing I don't like is when he comes on. This is not his fault. I noticed that everybody started looking for him, so there was forcing passes that weren't there. Whereas before he was on the pitch, people were making the right pass.
I mean, he's the greatest player if ever put on a pair of football cleats.
Yeah, but that's the players.
If you take over the anyways, okay, I'm at Manchester United business right now. Here, what do you think? Your team right now, you know, I feel like when you time miss, definitely need a couple of additions in the team. Definitely need a player up top because my boy ain't it.
Yeah,
so,
Havertz.
Yeah, Havertz. Yeah, shy Havertz. The people are calling right now because I'm shy. Nah.
We need a striker. We need a striker who can create his own chance. We need, as I said, we need a creative midfielder who can create his own chance. Right now, we just have players. If we are plus a pass, square, pass. We need somebody who can break the line down one dribble. Remember, we would have Hazard, you know. Hazard pick up ball and dribble from theme half and I take on the whole of Arsenal defender them and score. We see him do it to Liverpool. We see him do it to Liverpool. We need a player like that when nothing now go on for you. He can take it up in hand and carry the team. I mean, as I said, Sterling can dribble at people, you know, but just him finishing sometime wishy-washy. But really and truly, right now, in the market, one player, we need a striker. We need a striker who can play in the spaces, who can create chances that we need. I guess right now, where the market set up, are really a ball alone really out there, we can say, oh, Ray, but Barca I try chop and not really in that.
No,
not see about 30 million. Yeah, we not see above 30 million. But we need a striker. If the transfer market close and we have this team, it's gonna be a hard battle for top 4. But
I mean, as much as we are saying right now, I feel like the team that will now might get top of the especially with one addition to the top 4 race, if not a title challenge, is the gunman then. You see me? For we though, obviously we're bringing the new signing Zinchenko. I don't know how Pep got them ball here, but you know what? It is what it is. Gabriel Jesus for 45 million is a steal. You see me? But we still need, I mean, I think we mentioned this before in the start. The team kind of just one injury away from everything just kind of derailed. So for Arsenal personally, I feel like we need more attacking options, definitely a winger. Somebody have a little bit more utility we can put on the right or left because Saka predominantly right now play on the right. He's been very quiet the start of the season. Partly because we don't have to force everything through him now. Everybody else are kind of chip in, but I feel like he might play too much minutes for him age. So we need somebody who can, you know, rotate with him or maybe even go up on the left. Obviously, Martinelli up on the left play very good in start of the season well. If anything, Smith Rowe right now up on the bench can come on in a place. Right now, Smith Rowe 5 quitting on the side, to be fair. We definitely need another defender, possibly a right back, but that's the most than anything else. Because right now, Ben White will bound to be a centre back, but he might play a right back. He might play all right, but we're not face none of them real, you know, out of our team there in the top 4, top 2 where I got really challenge a system there. Having him playing at right back. He's not a natural right back. So I know
how drop some name. What kind of right back?
As they go up. I mean, we're not tapping them because we don't really pay attention to the defensive play them as such. But I mean, we must need some cover, to be fair. We have Tomiyasu come in. Come in. For the attacking option right now, we see we link with Pedro Neto from Wolves. So that player actually I watch. I feel like it needs some development with him end product. In tricky, we make space and make cause trouble, but we don't really see where. I mean, the Wolves team not really score as much either, so I don't know if that's the system I'm in, but definitely I look for that type of.
He's a creator
in the position. You see me? But right back, we definitely need a right back because Tomiyasu obviously have injury history as well, so we have to get some cover. We definitely need another midfielder.
That's from Barcelona now available. Yeah,
but You know, I'm not really rate him.
No. Yeah, I'm
I
shaky
never
dog.
liked up Spanish league, so I'm gonna think if you can't light up Spanish league, I'm gonna think it's gonna work out for you.
Yeah.
Not English league. You see me?
Money are available. I like money here. I like money here. Monaco have a right back named Van der Sar. I like him too.
So that's what I look at personally for my team. But overall, let's wrap up now. Kind of touching the hour mark, you know. Top league, the top 6 league farm. We wanna think about it right now. Me even not talk about us now. I think we already know what time it is. Our league for lose. That's just my take on it. It's our league.
Somebody clip that, please.
You see me? Clip it.
What?
You see me? Clip it. Share it. No need for do.
What?
You see me? Well, also since today now, just remember everybody like, comment, subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel. This is a community where we are trying every week as much as we possibly can get everybody in. I mean, anybody who want to come in, you know, participate in the challenge. You know,
you just make somebody in the comment. Mr. Hamilton, the man I cried. The man can't believe he really said that.
No, I said that. It's our league for lose. I'm swear, like it's just a matter of
3 games in.
The market.
3 games in is your league to lose. 3 games
our
in.
league for lose.
Okay. So last year when they lose the first 3 games, how comes it wasn't relegation settings? I'm confused. Because if 3 wins mean go win, 3 lose supposed to mean relegation.
No, we're not talking about Justin. We're talking about the dominance in the game, them. And
we just gave you some stats. You didn't dominate all the games.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
You keep saying the dominance.
So we're not talking about the game one day when it was like a training match. Anyways, it's kind of late in the podcast when you even start. Go down back up. We'll do this all day, every day. Right?
Yeah.
But
a man say Arsenal is invincible thus far.
All right. You never know. You see me? But for Chelsea, what do you think? Farm so far.
The farm so far, not great. A lot of room to improve. So, yeah, not great. Not on top form. But we're still hanging around there, so that's good. We're not on great form, but we're still hanging around there, so that's good.
All right, when I get to United people now, what about Tottenham? I feel like Tottenham did it there and thereabouts. But them are really a hot topic.
See, Tottenham
not really lose, they're not really winning great, you know, score lines. Yeah. So people not really, you know, I don't like Arsenal where we score 3. We don't
that's
reply.
That's how Conte
you know,
coach. Conte not a flashy coach, but I get the results. That's a Conte coach, you know. So you know, listen to 4 love, not 5. They want to get 1 love. Look at 2-1. They want to grind on. Yeah. So it's a team you have to watch out.
What about Liverpool?
I think they'll get back. From them. They might go through some injury and you can't doubt them because they've been such a dominant side over the last 5 years. Is it injury
or is it them missing them? The person that was their real star player would never really get the
No, they're missing Mane still in but if everybody's fit, Jota is very good. He's not fit. Diaz is a good winger. I really like Diaz. I think where they need to improve and they got to be careful. I hope they don't sleep is their midfield. They need to revamp that midfield.
Just know me a job about my fantasy team side. Just
Diaz?
Anybody need a tip? You see me? Just know that. My points have 12 points in the past one.
Who that?
3 games.
No, 9 points in like the past 3. 9 points in the past 3 game week. No.
Yeah,
for 8 million. No. For 8 million, hell no. That not alright. United.
So go ahead.
No, go on. You can go on, Steve. Me close it out.
No. I'm gonna say I think United, everything is make or break coming this week, which the transfers that we are targeted with or rumored with. I think if we get those transfers in, remember before the match in KJ, we was hearing like next 4 more signing. I don't know how true it is, but if we get those signings, I'm very confident you can click this. I think we'll make top 3. Very confident on that.
Yeah, clip it in that.
Yeah, clip it, man.
I mean, what me can follow up with what Steve said. I mean, on can clip it, post it wherever you want. If United sign Frankie De Jong and Anthony, we're finished top 3. But that's confident. Because again, remember, it's a designer pocketbook where I have as a midfield.
Bro,
it's Frankie De Jong, Casemiro, and either Bruno or Eriksen at start.
When
that midfield 3 compared that's comparable to any big midfield three in the
Yeah,
past
which part of
2
New York the
decades.
people them go buy the fit designer then?
When you
Chinatown.
sign Christie, this is how you
don't
that
Chinatown
talk.
get that designer there. No.
When you sign Christie, the same way you talk, you say trouble. You said this,
No.
but
But
No.
I'm being very realistic though. I mean, just
Yeah.
more. You tell me if I'm wrong. Casemiro, Frankie De Jong, either Bruno or Ericsson.
Ericsson.
What midfield three over the past 2 decades would those three not be comparable to? Tell me.
And the next thing to the key to us is the defense. If we keep Varane fit, I think it's going to be a dangerous season. My point where I think we'll make top 3 when I look at us compared to the other teams, and the coach has said this too, we have probably the fastest front line in the league.
That's a fact.
As much as I'm not a, I'm very hard on
Rashid.
No, it's a fact, bro. Like, we have a very scary, fast front line, bro. And that's the thing against big teams like Man City, Liverpool, as I saw yesterday. That pace will hurt teams.
So if you don't get the young KJ on the dynamic top 3,
we can still, if we don't get De Jong, but if we get another midfielder, we can still make top 4.
So any midfielder only can make top 4.
If we get somebody who can link up the play, and we have Casemiro play CDM, barring any injuries, I'm confident we'll finish top 4.
So your squad now can't finish top 4.
We can, but we have to put in performances like yesterday.
And that's not sustainable.
That week in, week out, and that's not gonna be that sustainable. So maybe very realistic in that sense. But I mean, honestly, I really do think for some reason we're gonna sign Frankie De Jong, because normally the talk would have faded at this point. The fact that them keep on and bring it up, and somehow the agent end up in London today. Don't forget, Man U actually have an office in London. London is not just for the London teams. They can buy property even if you're from Manchester.
Yeah, and next thing to KJ, like we were linked to certain players early on in the season. They tell us that no one come, the Timber Youth, and we were easy to just walk away. That was brief. The rest said walk away. With this one, we haven't walked away. And Eric Ten Hag is a serious man. He's not gonna sit and wait for a player if the player clearly tell him say he doesn't want to join. I don't think so. I think he's gonna move on to a next target and get the job done.
Because people are saying Casemiro pretty much replaced Frankie De Jong. They're 2 completely different midfielders. One protect your back 4, one link the back 4, link the midfield and the back line. Like, it's 2 completely different players. So again, I guess next when's the first? Tuesday or so?
No, next week Thursday. Next week Thursday is the first. Yeah.
Thursday we shall see.
Well, we're gonna leave it on a note because next week coming up we're gonna have a whole heap of football. Given the fact that I think the game is kind of stuck. I mean, look on the fixture right now. Saturday and Sunday is a game, but then Tuesday, Wednesday is another set of game. So we're gonna have a whole heap of football for actually see where the team them stand, right? United after that win there, they might owner play next Southampton, so that's a good statement, a good bounce back, if it happens. But we're gonna have at least two set of game in the space of a 7-day stretch where we can really analyze and see what the team them look like. So thanks everybody who interact with the podcast. Thanks everybody who show up to the panelists them stuff to pass through. We definitely want to make you a regular guest on the podcast. Everybody else who are watching, just like, comment, subscribe. We are trying to grow the community. If you don't want to participate, just reach out. Solve Media TV, you definitely have to do some work together. Definitely either you come on the channel or we'll come on your channel, just kind of figure out something and have you on the panel to just to see them. So everybody again, big up on yourself. YaadFanTV. We are sign out.
All right.